And the
All
boom
right.
popping.
There we go. So,
There's his intro.
I'm EvilSqueegee. You're 15 seconds behind me, bro. We're live. I
Oh,
am. Say hi.
hi.
I am
Hey.
Hi.
EvilSqueegee, and you guys are watching this Scrubvolution. If you're
Hi,
watching this,
guys.
if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you had a very happy holidays. If you are not watching this on YouTube, you're watching this on Twitch. I hope you will have a very happy holidays. I'm gonna be our dungeon master for this evening. The adventure is Silent Night, which was designed by Israeth, who you can find on Twitter at is3rith. And today's hapless adventurers, my glorious, my adorably and holiday adorandly hapless adventures are. We're gonna start with Serranus.
Hi guys, I'm Serranus. You can find me over on Twitter.com/Serranus. You could also find me on YouTube at YouTube.com/Serranus. And sort of recently on Twitch.tv/Serranus as well. I've been streaming a little bit of Dragon Age Origins. That's pretty fun. I am playing a dwarf reindeer herding cleric, and that's going to be a lot of fun because I get to keep everyone alive.
What is your character's name?
His name is Dwayne the Hawk Icebeard.
All right, why don't you tell us a little bit of Dwayne the Hawk Icebeard?
All right. He was herding reindeer in the north like his papa taught him, and he sees a particularly bright star one Christmas Eve. He follows the star over to a frost troll's cave, finds all these trolls are dead, and a party of adventurers had died protecting a baby. He finds that this baby is Noel, a prophet of Saint Giftless, the god of gifts. He dedicated his life to the saint's prophet, and finds out that Noel is a celestial and grows up really super fast. And Noel had a favorite reindeer that would lead his sleigh. He keeps said reindeer in good care. And one day, Noel gets a task to do by himself by the saints, by Saint Giftless, and never returns home. Dwayne picks up where Noel left off afterwards.
And that is Dwayne, the reindeer herding dwarf with a big white beard from up north. We're gonna go to Sarah P.
What's up?
You're up.
What's up? I'm Sarah P. You can find me on Sarah P. That's me at Twitter. That's P. It's PEA, like the little green vegetable. Right now, I'm just kind of doing some fan fiction. I have a couple of science fiction books in the works that I am working on writing, and that's kind of my deal. I game on Twitch with these guys. This is my first time. Yay! I'm also newbie to D&D, so this will be my first time with any of that. I'm really excited about it. Today I'm going to be playing Jackie Blackwing, who is a purple dragonborn. And she is an Italian mother, and she cares about food. She's kind of older. All of her children have grown and gone, so she feels like adventuring is sort of her midlife crisis, I guess. She is known because once upon a time at Giftsmith's, a dastardly and green-haired were-rat stole the dwarf sleigh and the crystal of power that was lighting the village's Giftsmith's tree. Now, I have lightning power, so I did barely smite him. I barely went ham on his ass, actually, and then powered the tree, thus saving Giftsmith's. And I was gifted with ginger. the Giftsmith acts of Giftsmith indomitability crafted by the dwarf. That was his thank you for taking care of Giftsmith that fateful day. So we will see Ginger in action, I'm sure, a lot this morning. Enjoy.
Take it away, Sir Gilliam.
Hi, human beings, I assume. I'm Sir Gilliam. I'm going to be playing the wonderful Nicholas Cajaleo, a wonderful, wonderful thieving drow. Basically started off as a nice, wonderful, exotic dancer and decided to say fuck you to a really, really dickish rich mayor who was keeping this poor little orphanage down. So now I steal in the name of the children of all joy and gifts stuff. You can't know this.
All right, Hal, your turn.
Hey, I am I'm the captain. I run a podcast called Aboard the Airship. My website's going live on January 1st. Please keep an eye on it. It's aboardtheairship.com. You can find me on Twitter with Halfalinish. You can also find me on Instagram as Halfalinish. Definitely follow me. There's a lot of random D&D crap up there, honestly. And hey, I am playing Emma Spell Watson Deer, and yes, that is a guy's name. Emma Spell is the wizard of the group who studied magic to bring my toys to life. I am a toy maker. Toy maker with a little bit too much liking for eggnog. Just a bit. I ran into the dwarven cleric who gifted me with a magic chunk of metal, one Giftsmith many years ago, and I made a chisel from it. My chisel gained a personality. His name is Sonic, and he believes he is a doctor. He longs to make alchemy and make potions, but is trapped inside a chisel for now. I used the chisel to make the perfect toy so that he could become that toy. But first, that toy had to be given to someone who was pure as heart, and I was going to give it to the kid, but honestly, he didn't meet the mark. So I am now searching for whatever young boy or girl needs my toy.
All right.
I've also not slept in so.
Okay, so we are about to embark. Our story begins in a small village by the name of Bethlehem. Bethlehem is a town that absolutely loves Giftsmiths. As a matter of fact, they are known for their export of beds and Giftsmiths hams. Sarah, you can you can, if you go to there's a mute button in the lower left-hand corner of the Zoom call. So when you're not talking, you can mute it and then unmute yourself to talk and toggle that, and it'll keep all the background noise from getting in. Just like that. In Bethlehem, a small village known for its export of fine and comfortable beds, within when one can sleep away a calm and restful Giftsmith's Eve, and their delicious Giftsmith's hams, which are the only way to celebrate Giftsmiths coming to a food export near you. This is a village that all of you have had some dealings with in the past. This is the village that Jackie Blackwing saved all those years ago. This is the village where all of your divination and magics have pointed you to find the child who is pure of heart, Emma. And lately, Sir Gilliam, you have heard that this town has befallen great. This village has befallen great suffrage, and is going to be having a very sad Giftsmiths, and you cannot let that stand, being who you are. And Dwayne the Hawk Icebeard, you have received a message from a small halfling runs up to you in the snow-covered fields of your homeland several weeks ago and delivers unto you a letter, and it is a letter from Noel. And Noel says, Dwayne, like the letter reads, Dwayne, I have failed in my mission. I need your help. Come to Bethlehem.
Well, I truck on over.
Well, I mean, you slay on over.
Well, sleigh on over.
To Bethlehem I go.
All I'm saying is that it just occurred to me, D&D completely redefines what it means to slay your way around. Oh, it's a knee slapper.
The slaying is starting early.
Yeah. All right. So,
Bring it on.
That works.
So we our adventure will begin in a small tavern, as all adventures should, because where are you gonna go when you guys arrive? Does anybody in the party know anybody else from the party other than everybody having an obvious connection with Dwayne?
I recognize everyone. Except maybe the drow. I'm not sure if he's part of my backstory or not.
I'm a big name. I've passed through here a couple. You know, you might have seen me. Yeah, getting jiggy with it.
I don't think I do, specifically.
I'm the one that gave you your axe.
Well, yeah, besides the dwarf, yeah.
Yeah, besides the dwarf, I can't see me knowing anyone else.
It's been a long time. This is where I raised my children.
This
So
is-
I'm feeling nostalgic.
My chisel has brought me here.
Yes, I directed Sir M's spell here because I am curious as to the nature of the purity of the children of this town. Says Sonic the Chisel. Everybody will wind up gathering around.
Meet the children.
There's one empty table. Your journey here is marked by the freezing and almost soul-chilling cold. Winter this year is so much colder and so much darker than it should have been, especially in a town so renowned for its Christmas cheer. It's Giftsmas cheer. There is so little cheer on the faces of any of these patrons. There are piles of ham sitting next to the bar, right? Piles of it. And every now and then, like, you know, they're sorting through it because some of the ham is going bad and they're salting
I'm
some
already
of it.
at the bar.
Already at the bar. Right to it. Getting right to it.
He's
Right.
hamming it up.
So what is everybody's what do you guys do as you gather around? There's
First
one
thing-
empty table and some seats at the bar.
First thing I do is I make sure to pull a chair up, make sure that my chisel has a place to sit because he is a
Alright.
person just like the rest of us.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Such
Make sure to
fine
order him a drink and
wood.
everything. He gets knocked too.
Such fine wood. Oh, agreed.
And
I have no idea.
While
what
he
to do
not
with
watch,
this.
I probably wound up drinking his nog, but you
I
know.
very much appreciate that. You know, it's what an excuse for your eggnog drinking. This is all right. This is very good. I appreciate this. What about you, Sarah?
I love food, so I'm gonna go check out the ham.
All right.
Mostly,
Mostly because.
well, I want to eat some, but I'm gonna inspect it to see if it's to standard
All right.
first.
Well, you know what they say about ham. If it's not green, it's not mean.
No subpar ham here.
I've already brought it to the table and started eating.
Oh, that's not gonna be enough, buddy.
So, Jackie, you approach the pile of ham in the tavern, which is called the Flaky Snow. Is the name of the tavern.
Yon flaky snow tavern.
Yonder Flaky Snow. The bartender is a gruff-looking half-orc, right? And
Okay.
and he is very worriedly scratching his head, right? As he's looking, he's very disconcerted. Like this pile of ham, it confounds him, right? He is not happy with this, right? And he just doesn't know what. He's very distressed. It's almost as if he might have a little exclamation point over his head,
Oh.
right? Right, like
Pretty
almost.
obvious then.
Yeah.
I go over,
half-orc.
right-click him, and then read the quest text.
Right. So what do you do, Jackie?
I approach the orc and ask him, "Sir, is there a problem?"
Oh, he's an orc for the
A
horde.
thief or something?
This-
Or half-orc.
This is. You look over. You ask him if there's a problem, and he looks at you. He goes, "Yes." Problem.
What seems to be the problem, sir?
Ham.
Would you like? Are you trying to eat it or?
No, try sell ham. Every year, ham sold out. Poof! No ham.
No one's eating ham this year.
No.
Are there people living in the village?
Yes.
I'm gonna boogie
Did
walk
they
on
all
over.
go vegetarian suddenly?
No ham. What is word? Export. And he points. He says, export ham. No sale. Poof! Ham.
So the villagers are getting their ham from elsewhere.
No.
Does anyone speak half-orc?
That's a good question. Does anybody speak?
The languages you speak are on your sheet.
Am I drunk enough to think I speak orc?
I think I might be too sober.
Roll the dice to find out if I'm getting drunk.
I don't know how to do that, but okay.
Where are the merchants?
Are you drinking the Beds Laham special eggnog?
Probably.
Roll me a con save.
I will do the same.
All right.
Save is the heart, right?
Yes. You are, in fact, drunk enough to think you speak orc.
And I fully believe it. I want to try to speak orcish wrong. Where now?
So,
Gee.
so Jackie, you are having you're having a bit of a language issue with this orc,
Sure.
right? And that is when the wizard, leaving his chisel on his seat next to him in front of a full glass. Well, it's actually half full of eggnog now, right? Kind of like
Well, I'm half empty, man.
wobbles over and just starts speaking gibberish. And the orc looks at you and then looks at the gnome. And then looks at you and he motions to the ham. He says, super. No. Surplus.
Surplus.
Surplus. Export ham. Poof. Waste.
So the ham has gone bad.
Yes.
It's green, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
I'm gonna just poke it very, very carefully, see if it doesn't bite me.
The ham does not, in fact, bite you.
ham does not bite.
Hashtag shit you only say in D&D.
Yeah.
I asked the half orc, how can we help? Like, what needs to happen, half orc?
He says, the half orc says, too cold, too dark,
Torches?
trees, many trees.
So forest.
Forest! Yes! Forest!
Think you're dipping.
Is there something keeping merchants from buying your ham?
Evil forest.
Okay. So the forest is bad.
Yes! Bad! Yes! Bad!
Is there something bad in the forest, or is it the forest itself? He doesn't know.
At this point, as you're trying to converse with this poor orc, it makes you wonder how the fuck he runs an inn.
I'm starting to wonder that.
Like, when he can barely
I'm looking
talk.
at the open register, maybe just cracked a bit.
Maybe
And,
he gets better at speaking the more drunk he is.
I
And
share my eggnog.
he knows what eggnog means, right? Like, and at this point there is a clearing of a very chiselly throat coming from behind the group. Master Emma.
I'm gonna go pick up the chisel and bring him over to the conversation.
Hello, Sonic.
Hey, Sonic. I want to speak orc to Sonic.
Dwayne, it's been so long since I've seen you. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you.
I've become a doctor.
Oh, well done.
Mr. Watson Gear has done a very good job of things.
Robert.
He speaks
But the-
Orcish.
I am unsure if that's Orcish.
I am as well. I don't speak Orcish either. I wish to alert you to the presence of someone who has just entered the tavern. Sir Dwayne the Hawk. They seem to be staring at you.
At me?
At you, yeah. And I would point, but I don't have any hands. It's behind
I'm
you.
going to point the chisel.
So he'll point the chisel at there is a young girl, a young woman, who you immediately recognize. She's wearing like a white robe with a big white hood, right? And she's
Is she
got
Noelle?
she's got a red belt, right? And
Okay.
she and like it's like big billowy sleeves, right? And you would recognize that celestial presence anywhere.
And I go up to her and kneel before her.
Noelle nods to Dwayne. And I'm gonna need you to watch me for this, okay? This is a visual gag, so I feel very sorry if this adventure ever makes it to iTunes. I really apologize. This is a strictly visual element because Noelle, you notice on the table next to Noelle there is a sword and shield in very ornate red and white engravings, right? And you immediately recognize the handiwork of the angels themselves. But Noelle looks to you. Thank you for the follow, Richard McSunday. Noelle looks to you, and she says,
She says,
"This is what she's saying."
oh, okay, and I stand up. I stand up.
I'm gonna down an eggnog and walk right over.
So Noelle will put her fingers to her lips and then she will point. She will point in recognition at Jackie Blackwing.
I wave her over.
I go over.
And then to the dancer, she will hold up a finger, and then she will look you up and down, and then she will nod and she'll point, and then she'll do the same for the wizard, and then she pulls like as soon as everybody's here, she motions to the empty seats, right, and then she sits down as soon as everybody sat down, and she puts her hands on her sword and her shield, and then she motions to herself, and then she does this.
Who were you fighting?
She waves her hands no when you ask who were you fighting. She
Defending?
Sounds like
and then she does this. She does this, right?
Defending, sleeping.
She is
points at her wrist.
defending the sleeping someone.
She
Children?
defends bedtime.
She points at herself, and then she does this, right? And then she points up, right? And she does this slowly with her hand.
Nighttime.
Betty by time. Come on.
Night. Some kind of night.
Oh.
Oh, a
Maybe not.
person night.
And like she.
Oh,
she's
you
like,
are a silent knight.
And she's very excited. She's very excited that this has been understood. She then like she takes her stuff. She puts her sword on her back and her shield, and then she hangs her head. Right, she hangs her head, and she does this.
You. You smite.
Do you attack?
Somebody attacks you.
And then she does this.
Magic.
Glitter.
Salad fingers.
Salad fingers.
Rusty spoons.
I like it when the red water comes out.
So she goes, and so she hangs her head, right? And then she drops to her knee, like she steps off the sheet. She drops to her knees and goes.
She appears to be in distress.
And then she will walk over. She will walk over to the door, right? She'll walk over to the door, and she'll open the door to the tavern. Like the wind blows in and the snow drift and it's freezing air. And she points out into the woods. And then she points out of the woods and she points to herself.
You're defending the woods.
So you're defending the town from what's in the woods. No.
She
There's
points.
a knight
She
in the
points at the
woods.
wizard. She points at the wizard and nods.
Yeah.
You're defending the woods?
She does this.
Uh-huh.
One word.
She
Frozen?
does this and then she points at into the woods, but she keeps moving her hand. I want everybody to roll me perception checks to see what the hell she's doing.
Okay.
That's perceptions into the skills.
Yep.
Okay. If you get we're looking for DC 10 checks, so everybody's passed thus far.
Woo!
Has anybody failed?
Oh, goodness.
Everybody passes. You manage to not be like blinded and struck by her beauty as she's pointing. She's pointing to individual trees and then does this with her hand.
You're defending them from a tree.
The trees are.
One tree.
Stands.
Guards. You're
You are-
guarding. You're
You're
guarding.
guarding one tree?
And she
Yes.
throws her hands up like, yay!
You're guarding
Oh.
the Giftsmith tree.
And then she does this, right? And she points
Uh-huh.
at one tree again. So, right? She does this, right? And she nods like, yeah, you follow, right? And then she starts in a circle, doing this.
You can't find the
You're like this.
Did it walk away?
Penguins?
The tree walked away.
The
Pass the chisel.
Somebody's been transformed into a tree.
A tree is transformed into a person.
someone
The tree is frozen. No, okay.
Like you get that? Yeah, but that's not what I meant. um, so she strikes the tree pose again, and then she tries walking very slowly towards you.
The tree is coming.
She strikes the tree pose, right?
Tree.
And then she does this.
Tree sleep. Tree night. Sleep.
the
Sleep.
trees move at night.
Okay, I want everybody to roll me a knowledge nature check.
Good.
Fail, so you roll.
A
Nature.
knowledge, nature.
Yeah.
Well.
Nature check. Whoa, Gilliam!
Yeah.
Damn, son. Okay.
I've been around this woods 1 or 2 times.
You have, Gilliam. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to Gilliam because he rolled the highest, all right? I'm going to, what is your Twitch name? Actually, how do I whisper? Can I whisper, you are the Sir Gilliam. Okay, so.
Too.
Ow.
You see what I had to deal with this when she was growing up.
You didn't actually, she loved talking when she was growing up.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
Okay. I'm wondering why she's not speaking.
Yes,
she's
you
And
are.
I'm very, very concerned.
It clicks, Gilliam. You haven't been here for a while, but you remember something like a local legend, all right? I'll let you communicate that to the party.
You know what? Silly me. I was thinking of the other secluded forest town I've visited before. So these woods are guarded by this really, really weird tree magical creature.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got. I got you. I've got you.
So what seems to be the problem with this magical creature? Is it gone? Is it missing?
Is it sleeping?
It's sleeping. How do we wake it up?
And then
Magical sleep.
and then so she reaches to her backpack, right, and she pulls out a very ornate, and everybody immediately recognizes this is a powerful magical artifact. It's raw magical aura. It like you recognize it, Jackie, immediately because you are innately a magical thing, being part dragon. This is an anti-magical thing, and the anti-magic in this object is very, very powerful. And
I hide my chisel.
It is a large star. Yeah, you hide the chisel from it, right? It's a very large star, a golden star encrusted with all kinds of designs and runes, and she has it wrapped ceremonially in a red ribbon with a red bow at the top, and it looks like there's an empty cone at the bottom, as if it is meant to sit on top of like a pointed structure, right? And she holds it up. She holds it up, points at this, points at herself, and does this.
You're gonna climb the tree and put it on top?
That sounds good.
She's gonna put the star on top of the Gibson's tree.
What happened to your voice?
Wait, she talked before?
Yes!
You asked what happened to her voice, and she points at herself, right?
Uh-huh. You guarded the tree. You were defeated?
And then she points up, and she looks reverently up, right?
And the angel stole her voice.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Snake Giftless stole your voice.
Angels are just rude.
Can I give her a toy bird?
Can you give her a toy bird? You have
Yes.
a toy bird on hand. You hand her the toy bird, and she holds it up, and she's very happy, a present, right? And she will hug you and spin in a circle, and then put you back down in your seat next to. Sonic.
We all pitched in for this gift.
roll me deception.
I'm just gonna look at him pointedly.
Wait, I have expertise.
You do
You're
have
a
expertise in
drow,
deception.
Of course.
Well, he's a drow, an exotic dancer, and a rogue.
Holy.
Oh, damn, son! Noelle totally buys that, and she will hug everybody. So...
Been in such a long time since she's
You're
given
gonna
me
hold
a
on
hug.
extra long.
Okay, so effectively, what Noelle has managed to tell you is that she was a knight assigned to guard the treant
Uh-huh.
who looked over this magical forest. And she failed in her vow, and she failed in her quest, and thus has been robbed of her voice. She is the Silent Knight. To atone for her failure, she needs to save the treant, which she plans on doing by putting a heavy anti-magical artifact star on top of the tree. And
I
she
see
has
no way this goes wrong.
she has
We
selected
wish for luck.
each. Sounds good. Peace out. She will then reach into her backpack, right, and she will pull out a big sack of candy, right, and put it on the table, and then she'll pull out another big satchel of candy, and she'll pull 4 of them out, right.
Where is she getting all this candy?
Don't worry about it.
Candy holding.
Right.
Can I tell how much candy there is?
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. Everybody who wants to know anything about this candy, roll me an intelligence check.
How do I make a straight check? Do I saving throw?
It's the check mark next to your intelligence ability score.
Yo.
Damn, Gilliam. That's deception. That was Gilliam. You think that candy is delicious?
It is. Oh, it is.
And
Dwayne, this is celestial candy. This candy carries with it the blessings of the gods themselves, right? And she will hold it up, right?
I will stare at it in awe.
And then she will point it at Dwayne, right? And she points at one of the bag, and then she points at the wizard and points at one of the bags. She'll repeat this for each of you, but then she holds the candy and puts it into the bag and points out the door to the forest with this
So
like.
if we help you put the star up, we get celestial candy.
Wait, it's better than just regular candy?
Yes, it carries the blessings of the gods.
I need to. Somebody ad quote that.
Like, what's the value of this candy?
You mean it's better than regular candy? Yes, it carries the blessings of the gods. Oh shit! The adventure writer himself is in chat.
Oh, snap.
Oh, shit.
Hi.
If you want to follow him, it's Israeth on Twitter. I don't know if he has any other place you can catch him, but thank you very much. I absolutely loved the idea. I hope you enjoy my take on it. That pantomiming went a lot better than I thought it was going to. That went a lot better. You guys are pretty. You guys must play charades a bunch. Yes. You guys must.
More than I want to admit.
All right. So that was actually fun as fuck. That was a very good idea, Israeth. That NPC. I came up with my own backstory for Noelle, but that was Noelle the Silent Night is Israeth's creation. That was actually a blast. So, if you guys check your character sheets, you will notice you have inventories.
Oh,
I do.
Indeed.
All right. You are free.
Zah.
You are free and in fact encouraged to come up with interesting and creative uses for everything in your bags. All right. It is in fact my goal to reward creative and fun thinking. And from there, I'm going to ask each of you if you set out by sunrise, okay, which is like after some more pantomiming. All right, Noelle says we're gonna set off by sunrise, okay, and the tree who she will actually write down the name. The name of the tree is Hermie.
Hermie.
Hermie the tree.
Hermie the tree.
Army fully loaded.
Hermie is about a day's travel away. So you guys got some trek ahead of you, all right? So are there any preparations anybody would like to make before we set off on our adventure?
I would like to make a small offering to Giftless.
Okay, what would you like to offer?
I would like to burn a little bit of incense.
Okay.
And I would like to offer him some of the ham I took from the inn.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Okay. Religion. Does a 12 make it?
A 12 does in fact make it. I'm going to give you inspiration. If you're unfamiliar with how to use inspiration, Sarah, just so you know, I'm muted you, just step away. If you're uncertain on how to use inspiration, nobody starts with inspiration, all right? But over the course of the game, for playing your characters well or doing or creative things, I might give you inspiration. As long as you have inspiration, you are allowed to spend it on any roll before you roll it, in order to give yourself advantage on that roll. But it has to be, you have to tell me you're spending your inspiration before you roll it. All right?
Okay. And I would like to lead Noelle to her favorite reindeer.
Okay. So Noelle will reunite with the reindeer, and she'll be so happy to see them, and there will be nuzzling and patting and sugar cubes and hugging and happy for several hours. Because these are her childhood friends, especially the runt in the front.
Who else is in this tavern with us?
There are several very solemn-looking and chilly-boned humans, elves, and half-orcs.
Okay, I want to find the tallest chair in the room.
Yeah.
Sit down with my book of holiday lore.
All right.
And start telling stories going back and forth between Common, Gnomish, and my version of Orcish.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to roll me performance. With I would give you disadvantage, but you are even including the orcs, and that's amazing. So I'm going to give you advantage despite the fact that you shouldn't have it. So you got a 14. All right. For your efforts, I will also give you inspiration as you manage to enwrap everybody. All the humans and elves are now like entranced by your holiday stories and your capturing tales, and even if you make no sense to the orcs, they at least find your enthusiasm bizarre and curious, and so they will stare at you with strange looks on their faces, which you obviously interpret as rapt interest.
They all live happily ever afters.
Can I jump in on that and be just interpretive, just all around as he's telling the stories?
Yes, you can! Alright, roll me performance.
Alright, we're... quarter.
And then the big tree rose up and he hugged all the small children.
Interpretively dancing so the orcs can understand. You also get a 14. The orcs are pleased. You will also have
inspiration. Can we get a synergy boost here?
So what?
We synergize, same number, come on.
Yeah, that's true, it's true. Is there anything you would like to do before we set off on our adventure, Jackie Blackwing?
I think I want to light a torch.
You want to light a torch?
Wise. So a tinderbox, and I have 10 torches?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, so, the night will pass and we'll be ready, getting packed up, and we set outside, and there's the sleigh, and there's room for everybody on the sleigh, right? But the woods are so cold and so dark. The sun has risen, but it is as if permanent, silent night has fallen upon the magical forest around Bethlehem. And Jackie, you may find yourself having to walk up front with the reindeer if your torch is to provide any light for the reindeer to see by.
Okay.
To this end, the Noelle, as everybody's piling in, Noelle.
Hold on. I would like to cast. Do I have like a glass ball?
Yes.
Somewhere on my person?
You can have a glass ball, yes.
Okay, so I would like to cast what's it called? Giftsmith Light on it.
Okay.
My Giftsmith Light cantrip. Make it a red light.
Yep.
And put it on the lead reindeer's nose.
Excellent. And so Noelle is about to like walk up and like make certain that like as she's adjusting the reindeers like their reins and things, what is I believe that has a verbal component to it.
Mm-hmm. 1 second. Indeed, it does.
Indeed, it does. Okay, so what is the verbal component to your everybody dance for the follow? Everybody dance for the follow. What is the verbal component to your spell here?
Oh, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Indeed, excellent. Thank you for the follow, Jason 9. Awesome to have you here. So with the glass ball resting snugly on your lead runt reindeer's snout, and the light provided by the torch, you guys will begin to make fairly decent headway. I need everybody here, because it is so cold and so dark, to roll me a Constitution save. Did anybody fail at target number 10? Yes, the gnome wizard. Your frail, tiny body is not adjusted to this amount of cold, and you will take 1d4 frost damage from the sheer freezing, biting wrath of the forest. 2. You will take 2 frost damage. And what we're gonna do here, typically we would do this at the top of the hour, exactly at 10 o'clock. But that would actually put us in the middle of the encounter I have planned here. And so we're going to take our top of the hour break right now. 3 to 5 minutes if you want to get a drink, if you want to get yourself some hot cocoa, turn on some Christmas carols, anything of the sort. Now is the chance to do that. And we will be right back after these messages. Don't touch that dial. Like, really, no, don't. Like, actually, don't touch the dial. We'll be right back in 3 to 5 minutes, folks, where the slaughter begins, and we redefine the term Christmas sleigh. I am leaving the mics live, so